I've beaten every champion there was, and for me, this is another, that next notch under my belt. I know I can beat the best guys in the world. I've come to peace with that.
The problem is Eddie Alvarez hasn't been granted the opportunity to prove his point in the UFC and fight for a title.
I have my eye on that lightweight title fight. I want to see what goes down there before we make a decision on who's next. Now is the right time in my career, and I'm with the right team and in the right place to win that world title.
I feel like I'm gonna dust him in under 1 minute.
As McGregor moves up a weight class to take on champion Rafael dos Anjos, how do you see that fight playing out? Who wins and why?
I feel like Rafael, with the right attack, can win the fight easily. He's been doing jiu-jitsu his whole life. I don't feel like he should abandon that. I feel like he should attack that weakness in Conor and embarrass him. But if he chooses the latter and wants to strike and let his ego get in front of this fight, could be a short night for him.
Who do you feel you personally match up better with? Is it Dos Anjos or is it McGregor?
I would want McGregor because it's more money and it's a simpler fight. He's the easy guy and he's the more money. Dos Anjos he's a bigger challenge. To me, he's a better fighter. In a perfect world, I'm fighting Dos Anjos in June, July for the world title.
What if the UFC comes to you and says, we are going to give the Nurmagomedov-Ferguson winner the next title shot? Would you wait, or would you fight someone else in the weight division?
I'm looking for an opponent immediately. I feel like Khabib's a non-issue. I mean, I don't feel deserving of a title shot if I took these last 2 years off. And Ferguson hasn't beat any of the talent that I've beaten. He hasn't beat the top guys in the division. I'm not worried about who wins that fight by any means. My eye is on the lightweight title fight.
Personally, for you, what would it mean to accomplish that goal and win the UFC lightweight title?
Maybe a promise fulfilled to all the close people in my life, to my wife, to my family, to my fans, my friends. It's just a promise fulfilled, and I never put a timeline on it. So I never said, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, this is when I'm gonna do it. I said, this is what I'm gonna do, and I don't care how long it's gonna take. This is Clearfield. This is the street I used to walk down as a kid to get to the boxing gym.
Ever think back at the difficult times that you had to go through and endure?
It never leaves you. It's not who I am now. I live in a very good, safe neighborhood now. But in my training, the thought of being broke and living somewhere dangerous and all, that never left me. It's my house.
Right here.
Yes, this big old corner house.
Wow.
When I was a kid, maybe 1 or 2 people would cage their home because they're worried about break-ins.
Yeah.
Now almost every single house is caged, you know.
As we walk through the streets, we come to the beer distributor and Front Street Gym. Talk about growing up right here in this gym.
I think I was about maybe 90 pounds in 5th grade and maybe 10 years old. The magic that goes on inside is amazing. Learn to work hard. Someone. Be a good dream to come back and rebuild this gym to something beautiful where neighborhood kids can come about and have somewhere to go. As a kid, fighting was it was a big part of our lives. Instead of sort of baseball and football, we used to bring boxing gloves down the street. And you'd be in the middle of the street boxing, and then the only break would be a car coming down the street. You say, hold on, break, and then step off and then pop back on.
Hanging out at Chickies and Pete's here in Philadelphia with the Alvarez family. When he told you, Jamie, that he wanted to become an MMA fighter, what were your first thoughts?
During the time of high school, Eddie, somehow, some way, there was like a street fight almost every weekend. It was definitely in his DNA. He would fight dudes that were like 6 foot, 300 pounds.
Didn't matter.
But, you know, the
UFC
guy on the
one
other
stuff.
side is like, you know, ready, serious. He is smiling, like ear to ear, like so excited. And I just felt like, okay, well, maybe we won't fight on the street anymore. Like, that's a good thing. So at home, we have always tried to make it that he's always dad number one. Fighting is just something he does.
Eddie, you know, what's the key to a good Philly cheesesteak?
Well, there's a lot of cheese, first of all.
Yes,
but
there is.
What people don't know about the Philly cheesesteak is the real ingredient is the roll. We have a certain water in Philadelphia, and we're able to make really good rolls because of that.
A guy from Denver who knows nothing about cheesesteaks, he's going in. Let's try this. Oh, man. That
Is it good?
big. That is good. Eddie, being from Kensington, Pennsylvania, one of the spots where they filmed the incredible movie Rocky, that character had to have some influence on you, didn't he?
As a kid, yeah, Rocky's the epitome of everybody with the right work ethic can succeed. When I'm watching the film as a child, I'm seeing the same streets that I'm running, and I'm going, man, I want to be a world champion at 8 years old. This guy put in a movie. I was able to actually see it, so it was special.
Well, Eddie, we can't visit the Rocky statue and the Museum of Art without running the stairs, right? You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Of course.
Who the hell is Alvarez?
Inside MMA, live every Friday night on Access TV. Your home for MMA.